අපකට මුවාවේ ඔබ වෙත දිවිදුන්නේ මම වෙමි පුතුනේ එය මා පමණයි දන්නේ පියසෙන්නේ හස නැතිද දරුවනේ හඳුනන්නේ අම්මාවරුන් පමණද මතු පුදුවන්නේ
What you just saw was a man broken by life. The choices he made have left him so helpless and alone that even on Father's Day he doesn't have the company of his own children. That begs the question, what were those choices?
The answer to that is a tragically common story of substance abuse. There are many like him who want a fresh start in life. Some of them can be found seeking assistance at the newly created rehabilitation center established under the National Dangerous Drugs Control Board.
Newsfirst takes a look at the drug trade fueled by a few profiteers who have infiltrated even our schools and what it might take to protect the most vulnerable members of our society.
The use of heroin in Sri Lanka dates back to 1983. However, it became an epidemic among school children not long ago. The airport, the harbour and the coastal belts of Putlam, Kalpita and Negombo have been identified as the three main entry points through which drugs are brought into Sri Lanka. Drug smugglers use this coastal line on a regular basis to ply their trade. When Newsfirst looked deeper into the matter, it was revealed that the heroin and Kerala ganja trade is a largely common racket taking place along the coastal belt of Chilau. According to those engaged in the racket, there are a group of Indian representatives in Sri Lanka who are known as the buyers. The Sri Lankan smuggler pays the Indian buyer, and in return, an accomplice of the buyer in India is informed by the buyer to pay the drug dealer the relevant amount without having to actually transport the money across the border. In the smuggling world, this is termed as undial. Those who ply this racket say that after this amount is paid, Indian trawlers come to deep sea at night and gives out a signal that the payment have been made through means of light signals. Then the Sri Lankan smuggler draw closer to the Indian trawlers and complete the transaction where the drugs are collected. These are facts which were uncovered by Newsfirst during a casual discussion with the racketeers.
Deep Sea of Negombo, that is where the deals take place. They call us today and say that the money needs to be sent, so we smuggle the money. There are Indian buyers to collect the money. Here we call it undial. When we pay the money from here, there's another party that pays from there as well. For instance, if I have to pay to you 1 million, they pay around 4.5 to 500,000 there. And after we make the payment, they tell us that they are coming to Deep Sea on this day and at this time. Then we take our 20-foot boats and set out to Deep Sea. As those who set out to sea frequently, they know where to go even at night.
transfer කරගන්න. ලංකාවේ check point තියෙනවා නම් මම ඔක්කොම දෙල කොහොමද කියන්නේ? ඔව් ඒවට මේ ක්‍රමසා විදි තියෙනවා. ඒවට සමහර රජයේ වාහනත් පාවිච්චි කරනවා. අරන් එද්දි අහුවෙලා නැද්ද? කවුද? ඔයා අහුවෙලා නැහැ. නෑ නෑ. ඕක අපේ කට්ටිය මොකක් අහුවෙලාද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ මුහුදෙන් කොච්චර ගන්නද කුඩු එකපාර එතනින් ගන්නකො? මේ මුදලාලි ගොල්ලන්ගේ 5-6 දෙනෙක්ගේ බඩු ගන්නවා. කිලෝ 30ක්. එක්කෙනෙක්ට කිලෝ පාපා. මෙතෙන්ට ගෙනන මේ ගොමුඩ ගෙනන මේ ගොමේ තියලා එකෙන් එකට අදිනවා. අහුණා මොකද උනේ? අහුවිච්ච කට්ටිය කොහොමද? අහුවිච්ච කට්ටිය මුදල් දීලා බේරලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. කාටද මුදල් දෙන්නේ? ඒ අහුනේ ඒ තැනට මුදල් දීලා
For instance, let's say that I was transporting the drugs and I was stopped at a checkpoint. After being stopped, they get to know that I am transporting drugs. What happens next?
They file a court case. When filing the court case, they make certain offers. The police makes an offer. So they make a deal with the person handling that and gives a parcel which suits the deal. Even I did that for some time.
If I was a police officer, I recorded in my book that such an amount was confiscated. So how can deals be made then?
Yes, it is written in the book. But though they write it in the book, there is nothing inside the parcel. There is something else in it instead.
Although the foundation of this entire drug racket was something beyond extraordinary to the ordinary person, we came across a group of people to whom this is something common. These group of people are the fishermen seen on the shores of the beach.
This racket is carried out using mainly unknown boats and also boats used for fishing. The Chilla coast is quite close to India. So because of that, drug smugglers come to the country quite frequently on a daily basis. I have seen it many times. We see them exchanging a tiny parcel of around 3 to 4 kilos. We have even called 119 and told them about it. When we call and tell them about it, they tell us to capture the smugglers and hand them over if possible, and that they cannot turn up as and when they are told. We have identified a location called Naguleliya. We usually call it Punchi Naguleliya. They flick a torchlight from the rock there. They bring the consignment of drugs directly from India.